Dr. Mason! Dr. Mason! I'm sorry. I guess it was nothing. A sudden light reflection. It startled me.
There's no doubt a comet or a meteor.
No, it seemed to be a drill-shaped thing. Revolving. No, it must have been my imagination. But it makes me realize how desperately alone the Earth is. Hanging in space like a speck of food floating in the ocean. Sooner or later to be swallowed up by some creature floating by.
Oh, come now.
Time will tell, Dr. Mason. We can only wait and wonder. Wonder how. Wonder when.
Expedition Z06 to base. Expedition Z06 to base.
Guard him. I will get the straps.
Lie down. Put your hands behind you.
Betty, tell me, what is the most advanced form of transportation that you know?
What do you mean? What's that got to do with it?
Please, tell me, Betty.
Well, airplanes. Jet airplanes, I guess. Why?
And where do they go? From where to where?
To anywhere in the world.
And that's all?
Where else is there to go?
I should not have brought you here.
Is it about a new secret weapon? Something you and the others invented and then they turned against you?
It is something like that. I guess I should try to find someone I can explain it to.
Maybe Professor Simpson at the college. He's head of the science department. He will... What is it, Derek?
Betty, when you learn where I'm from, well, you may not understand, but I hope it will not make any difference between us, because...
I don't care where you're from. I don't understand all this, but somehow I feel that I've always known you. That we've never been apart.
Let us go to the professor you speak of.
We have to pass the house first so I can change.
What was that? Did you hear a sound?
No. Only the wind. What sort of sound?
Nothing. My imagination alarmed me. Come, let us be on our way.
Halt! Well, what do you want? I spoke to my granddaughter. You're not getting any help from me.
Did they return here? Tell me. I have no reason to harm your granddaughter, but if you do not tell me,
You can kill Derek?
Why should you care about him?
Why shouldn't I? Why do you want to kill him?
It is important only that he leave here, that I return him to where he belongs.
And where is that?
From where he escaped. I need not harm anyone if you tell me where he is. If you do not, there will be many deaths. Beginning with you, now.
He's not here. He's in the center of the city.
Where? Take me there. You will pilot the vehicle. Go. Be swift.
Alice? Betty? Anybody here? Holy mackerel.
You think the tip might have been a phony, Mac?
Don't think so, Harry. The girl who called seemed to know what she was talking about.
Another call, Mac. Joe Rogers, reporter on the Daily News. He's on the way over. Found another skeleton. Only this time at the bottom of a swimming pool.
The city hall is just up ahead in the next block. Oh, I hope Grandpa's there waiting for us, safe and sound.
What are you doing?
Be silent. Continue ahead.
You stay here in the car. You'll be safe. He's after me, not you.
Cannot get away.
Oh, I was terrified he'd see us before we got out of there.
He may yet. Get in. I will take you back to the police.
In his present condition, he cannot remain conscious long. By the time we return with the police, he should be completely helpless.
Derek, what was he talking about? The Gargon to be raised here, and you, the son of the leader. You said you didn't know your father.
I did not know of the things he said. I thought they'd gone. I wanted to forget them forever. But now I know. They plan to return.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm going with you.
Where?
To the old mine shaft.
How did you hear about that?
The old fellow inside. He's been telling us everything he can think of. Mentioned that's where you were going.
Okay, hop in. Maybe something will turn up out there. The man guilty of these strange killings now lies mute in confinement at General Hospital, where he is being treated for minor injuries. Authorities plan to transfer him to City Jail tonight. The fantastic murder weapon he used has not been located. Mystery still surrounds the disappearance of a man-eating beast said to have been in an abandoned mine shaft outside the city limits. These newsreel shots were made immediately after the city police surrounded the cave and found it completely empty. Evidence in the cave appeared to confirm the report that a monster of some sort had been shackled there, but had somehow attained strength enough to pull itself loose and escape. Groups of armed volunteers have set out in search of the creature, hoping to track it down and destroy it. Meanwhile,
Derek, they say it's coming. It has grown. It's just northeast of town. I'd better wake up Grandpa. We'll all go down to the cellar.
You go there with him. There is a chance I can do something yet.
What? What are you looking at?
Those wires, going from pole to pole. They carry the source of energy used for illumination and power in the homes.
Yes, electricity.
And the wires are spread throughout the city, are they not?
You mean you might be able to make the disintegrator work by hooking it to...
Possibly. If the power were great enough. It's the only chance, so I've got to try it.
how did he get a weapon like that? It makes me think of what the killer used.
It is. The same thing.
But who is he? Where did he come from, anyway?
Someplace none of us has ever heard of before, Joe.
What do you mean?
Clear from another planet. Far out in space.
Hey, wait a minute.
Betty, this is no time to be joking.
I'm not joking. Where do you think the monster came from? And the man who was doing all the killing and the unheard of weapon he used.
But how did they...
They came in a spaceship of some sort. Whatever those people told you they saw last night.
The flying saucer? And I thought those people were seeing things.
They weren't. Derek looked into the sky just before he left here. Somehow, he could tell more on the way.
Derek seemed like such a nice fellow.
Grandpa, he promised me something. He promised he would never leave, that he would never go back. I don't believe he wants to break his promise to me. I'm not gonna let him.
What can you do about it, honey?
I think I know where he's going. Out by the old mine. I want to go there. I want to see him once more.
He's hurt you enough, Betty.
Grandpa, please let me go. I must.
Look, that's what he meant.